again with another little video for y'all. Today's topic is gonna be Elliot Wilson going up on Rory and Maul's show, allegedly drunk as a skunk and crying like a hoe. Just straight up, just crying. And why people like that, boomers like that, and I'm not sure if he's a boomer, but even if he is Gen Z or I don't know. I know I'm a millennial. You know what I'm saying? Cutoff is 96. I was born in 95. I'm almost positive Elliot Wilson was not born in the 80s, so I'm sure he gotta be a boomer. I don't know, bruh. But Elliot Wilson went on the Rory and Maul show, and this happened on a couple days ago. He was noticeably drunk, and he was basically there to get his shit off about how the shift in the internet within media and hip hop is the reason why he can't get interviews no more, and he basically wants the game to stop and for people to make it fair again for people like him. I hate you old niggas. I hate you old niggas who think that you are entitled to hold on to a position until you die, even though you won't move on, adapt to the times and won't learn new things that the companies implemented to make processes better. I hate you old niggas that get mad at young niggas because they have the ability to get jobs like you, and you try to make it seem like we're the ones in the wrong and this and that and the third. You niggas suck, bro. You niggas is what's wrong with reality, bro. Because if I'm able to get your same position and I don't have as much experience as you have, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. It ain't my fault. It's your fault. It's a lack of what you've not done. It's not because somebody's against you. Elliot Wilson. Niggas don't lose interviews. Niggas go on the interview. Niggas will do the same interview. Rest in peace, Julio. Julio, I feel like his last press run before he unfortunately passed away, he did the same interview on Zoom with the same outfit on. So how is people stealing interviews? How is it that you can't do what everybody else is doing when you were around when it was much harder to break out and make a name? And now that it's easier to make a name, you're trying to make it seem like it's harder. Elliot Wilson, shut up, bro. Just go on, bro. Like this whole I hate when a nigga that has connections, you have history in the game, you should be a legend in the game, you should be revered, and you talking about how you can't do shit. What? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, bro. Y'all gotta understand that most times, and if you hear any coughing, it's because my baby, I got the monitor right here. But most times, when somebody's whining about how stuff isn't fair, it's not because they want stuff to be fair. It's because they want things to work in their favor how it used to work when they had a hold on how things worked. And I go through this and I don't take it personal, but I've come across so many old people that look at you as like you got a three heads on your shoulders because you trying to feed your family. It's like, bro, it's not my fault that you didn't want to evolve, bro. It's not academics' fault that Elliot didn't want to evolve. It's not academics' fault that 10 years ago when academics was coming up and you saw it, that you didn't say, hey, why don't I get a connection with this guy? Hey, why don't I ask this guy how he's doing it? Hey, why don't I do this and that? Like this whole thing of giving this nigga a platform to cry and talk about how he can't do anything in a in a in a time where even people that are completely talentless are out here killing it in the media game. What? Tell me how that makes sense, bro. And I understand why Warrior Maul did it. They got the connection. Rory's known him for a very long time, and he is an older person in the industry. So maybe you don't want to make somebody like that upset, and you don't want to make it feel like they don't have an outlet due to the relationships that they have. But Elliot, what are you doing? You've been saying this for a couple years. I ain't never watched that DJ Head podcast. I probably won't watch it because Elliot's on it. I mess with DJ Head, but we don't want to hear a dude. that had Hove on his podcast at a point in time. Y'all went somewhere. I think it was like the Maldives or Bali or something to interview Will Smith. That shit was epic. You was in like a coliseum interviewing Will Smith, and you can't talk about what you can't do and how you can't do this and that. That's for somebody like me to talk about, because I struggle to get responses from DMs from famous people. You got famous people in your phone, bro. Don't nobody want to hear what you talking about. What can't happen? What somebody's taking from you? That's just like when somebody gets a promotion and everybody's mad. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, why are you mad that they got the promotion? Did you even apply? Do you even be like, did you even do anything to put yourself in a position to get a promotion? Like, people be wanting Elliot. It sounds like Elliot, he got that mindset of a broke old nigga that's mad at the world and mad at young people for actually taking the opportunity to you learn and use the resources that we do have to become better in life. And it's like you this old nigga that you don't think you should do anything else. You should just be like grandfathered into the new shit. You don't think that you should actually work to learn these things. Y'all know these old people, and that shit is terrible, bro. Don't nobody want to hear you niggas. And them is always the old niggas that's trying to get game. The ones that's mad, like them niggas be thinking they hot shit. They be trying to manipulate you, try to make it seem like they putting you on, but you really about to be helping. Man, them niggas is washed. So I want to say your mic keeps fading out. Yeah, thank you for the sub. I'm just streaming from my I'm just on my phone right now. I apologize if it's any technical difficulties, but I just got home from work and we're trying to get back into the swing of things. But I'm gonna look back at the live and see if it's really an issue. But and the camera a little far away. I'm not gonna lie, but Elliot in his laugh skill killed the interview, and I turned it off. I turned that interview off because I was listening to it at work, and I'm thinking I'm about to come into a fire interview. Maybe they might do an end of the year wrap up, and right when we get on, you could tell this nigga's drunk and he's crying. I turned that shit off because it's just like this. It was like an assault to my ears, and it was so bad because I guess on the particular day I was listening to this, I ain't have that many podcasts that I liked that was out, so I had to listen to it at some point, and it was just like nigga, like, and honestly, bro, I do believe he feels like that deep down. I don't think he thought he was gonna come off the way he did though. A lot of times, and this is why I don't do as y'all can see why I'm drying my thing off right now because I just got home and once I get off of this, you already know. But that's the thing, like I don't like doing content like under the influence because you'll think you spit and you'll think you paw and it's like you just yelling into the mic and you look crazy. Um, can Elliot Wilson what can Elliot Wilson do to get him in a better position? Become a content creator, make your own YouTube channel. As someone, it's like a catch 22. It's like because Elliot doesn't have a degree for journalism. Elliot got it out the mud. So for a person that got it out the mud to be so entitled, it just doesn't make sense. So what Elliot could do, as me being 20 years his junior, yeah, let's go ahead and tell this grown man what he need to do. I think Elliot should remember where he comes from. Remember where you came from, and remember that nobody owes you anything and start a YouTube channel and talk about all the stuff in hip hop that nobody knows about because they weren't there. Talk about all the stuff in hip hop that I couldn't have known about because it was never written down, it was never recorded, it was a secret. He should have been did that. If Elliot would have made like a hip hop journalist uncovered. And you didn't even have to be. That's the thing, bro. You didn't even have to be the face of it because you got so many connections. Your old ass don't even got to do the work. You just got to tell. You just would. You could have told me to do it. Hey, Elliot, tell me to do it. I'll do it. You make the channel. You make all the content that I need to read off. I'll read it off as as a young man that's a little bit more in tune and not crying about what could have been and what was and what I should have got. You the young person to explain the information from you, and then that's how you do it. And now it looks like you put on the young nigga. You put the young nigga on. You gave him a push. You feel me? And now you're gonna be in everybody's good graces. Well, you should have did that 10 years ago. I don't know what you want to do now. I'll say still make a YouTube channel, but you kind of put yourself in a position to where niggas ain't even talk about you no more. Homeroom University, they said, I think they gave you, I think you got a relationship with AJ because the last time they talked about you, AJ said, bro, these ain't doing numbers. We're gonna stop talking about you. And then they talked about you again. And it's like, bro, come on, two T's. They said the nigga two T's stand for 10%. All right, y'all. I'm tired and I'm about to go relax. But I'll be back. We definitely probably gonna be going live Mondays and Tuesdays because if I don't have overtime, I get home early. Now I'm gonna try to do some, one or two between the next couple days, and then we gotta get the podcast back going. And I'm not editing anything because popular YouTubers say you don't need to be editing and doing all that. And I honestly don't have the time to edit, and I want to get this content out for y'all. So, new episode should be out Monday. We ain't recorded it yet, but we gonna record it. Y'all stay up. Like, subscribe. If you want me to talk about anything, put it in the comments. If you hate me, put it in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, put it in the comments. We're gonna talk about it. We out.